Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Magic Farm 2. So in this episode, we're going to start with our first infusion crafting. This typically isn't the first thing that most people start off with infusion crafting, but it's kind of what I like to beeline to because, well, it'll help out a lot. So what we're going to be making is wand recharge pedestal and the compound recharge focus. Both one after another. Our Silverwood Grove here has been growing well. We now have 3 nodes in it, and they all look like they're pretty decent nodes. I can't really get in there and take a look at them yet, but I think I will in a bit. I just don't want to break the leaves on these trees, because when you do that, they stop spreading the Magic Forest biome. They have 1 tree left to grow, and then the rest of these pedestals on the sides we'll fill with various other mana nodes we find. But I usually find the ones that you can grow from silverwood trees are most useful because they contain compound focuses. A lot of people think these compound focuses aren't very good, but once you have this dude, the compound recharge focus, they're actually better than the regular ones because they can supply any kind of these you need. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to need to make is a primal charm. And what is the recipe for that? Okay. Salus Mundus in the middle, gold on the sides, and then surrounded by shards in air, fire, water, earth, order, entropy, order. So air, air, fire, water, earth, order, entropy. Okay, that just kind of worked out like that. That's the order that they organize in a chest if you click the auto sort button. That was kind of lucky. Okay, oh, and I left my wand upstairs in another table, so let's grab that. One of the things I dislike about Thaumcraft the most is having to run around and find all the different views. So this will prevent us from having to do that. But we'll probably go on a few missions to get nodes. Maybe grab the horse, a bunch of food, a bed, and maybe some material for building bridges for the horse as well. Okay. Oh, has the recipe for the Salus Mundus changed? Okay. That's interesting. That I did not expect to happen. Huh. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Let's see, is it here? Probably under alchemy. Interesting. So usually Salus Mundus is just a shard plus an essence. Maybe Salus Mundus. How do I make you? Okay, not being very helpful. Well, I'm going to go figure this out, and I will be right back, because something has definitely changed in this mod. Hey guys, I'm back. It wasn't a big deal. It now requires 2 of the essences and 1 shard. Before it was only 1 essence, 1 shard. So, okay, so that guy goes there. Air, fire, water, earth, order, entropy, and gold. Nice, that's primal charm. Okay, and now we got to do the infusion crafting. So, we're going to need primal charm, arcade pedestal, and gold ingot on the top. Do we have any spare arcade pedestals here? No. So we're just going to grab one of these for a second. And we'll just replace this in a bit. Okay, so pedestal goes in the center. And then we want charm across from gold, diamond across from diamond. Charm, gold, diamond. Okay, and that should be everything. Because I went ahead and made sure we have all the different aspects we need. I melted them down. So we have 10 of the Aurum, 15 exchange, 15 magic, at least. Magic. Okay, so let's give this a go. One thing that I like to grab are some blocks that I can use to mop up anything that goes bad. So let's see what we've got in here. We'll just use some cobblestone. Actually, let's use regular stone brick. Nope. There we go. And sometimes it can be helpful to have one slot 3. Now, let's see what the instability on this guy is. Okay, minor, so we shouldn't have a problem. I've been decorating this area with candles, crystal clusters, and skulls, and I think I have somewhere around 48 of them right now, which should be fine to handle just minor instability, but we're going to want to decorate this with a lot more things later. Eventually I'll be moving these jars elsewhere. Right now they're here just because I'm kind of doing everything manually, but once I get a golem working on this for me, the golem will have some pathing issues over to this side here. I didn't design this with that in mind particularly, so this will be replaced with other charms and various things and chests. And all the jars I'll move to a different area and then pump these into here through a magical mirror. For now, let's get this going. Okay, I like to position myself so I can see all of our artifacts and try to have spare of everything in my inventory to replace it if something goes wrong. I obviously don't have a spare charm, so we're just going to hope that that's not an issue. Okay, it's taking the Aurum, then the magic aspect, and now the exchange, and so far it looks extremely stable. Okay, the gold, 1 diamond, it's that guy, and the second diamond, and awesome, that worked really well. No instability at all that we could see. So we have our wand recharge pedestal done. And we'll just throw this guy. Well, actually that's a little high up. Let's just put it on the ground right there. Yeah, I think that looks better. And now we got a spare pedestal. So we'll just put that back there. Great, that all worked out pretty well. And let's charge this guy up. Or, instead of doing that, maybe we should make the compound one. Let's see if we can get to the full charge with this guy in use. So, for that, I need 10 order, 10 exchange, 15 magic, and I already have all these other components in my inventory, plus a spare. And instability on that is moderate, so we might have issues. Definitely have enough order, have enough exchange, and enough magic. So let's just get this guy going. And oh, we need a redstone comparator. That's what I forgot to make. Okay, so let's check that out. Compare. I know how to make this with a basic recipe, but I thought this may have been changed, but it's not. This is very simple. 3 redstone torches, and 1 nether quartz, and 3 stone. Let's eat some more food. Okay. We'll just grab a bunch of redstone to make a lot of torches. You never have enough redstone torches. There we go. And now just for some stone, and we're going to make a comparator. Now we'll just produce it back by our crafting altar. Nether quartz and those torches. Okay, great, and we can get this going now. I think that's all that we need. Okay, so comparator goes there. We'll place earth shards on the corners and the fuse filters somewhere on the sides. Now, one thing that I don't know is because my setup is like this and I don't have one exactly in the center, will I lose its stability if there's a gap here? I'm not sure actually. It might. So I might want to think about changing the layout of these pedestals at some point. But I think we'll be okay. Let's see how this works. It was pretty stable before, so hopefully we can squeeze by. Plus I have spare earth shards, fuse filters, and a lot of spare magic. So if anything does go wrong, I should be able to fix it. Okay, here goes. There's the stone. Let's get a better vantage point so I can see everything. And so far it seems very stable. So I'm not sure that really matters if there are those low gaps. I think what's important is that the items are balanced across from each other properly. You may have seen just the tiniest little lightning bolt there, but I don't think that's going to cause us trouble. And we are done. Excellent. Okay. Oh, our final tree grew. Unfortunately, there's no node in it, so we'll be chopping it down momentarily. And there we go. And let's see if we can get to a full charge here. The one node I moved doesn't really have a ton in it. It has the life, which supplies water, earth, and entropy? No, just water and earth. So in this one we got water or earth, water, and then air. And in these guys here we should have some compound focuses that can hopefully refill entropy in order and fire. But let's see what happens. Usually you can see it going into your wand. I don't know why it's not doing the display. Oh, there we go. You have to look at the pedestal. So it did do a bit of fire, but not enough. So we're going to want to find a node that has a good amount of fire to complement these guys here. Okay, well let's sleep the night away. Now that we can recharge things, especially the order, which I like, we can finish the outside of this building. Okay, let's get going with the equal trade. First I just want to check if... No, I haven't done the entire floor in the top, so we'll take care of that. And click. And what's the perimeter on this thing? Well, let's test just by pressing here. And that was the wrong brick, but that's okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I clicked here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it is 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 outside. Okay, well, we'll just swap that guy back. Awesome. One, two, three. I want to be there, and 1, 2, 3. So I really like that. Hey. Oh, we're out of that in our inventory. Is that even possible? We have so much. So much of it already. I don't even know if that's going to be enough, though. So I really have a lot of flooring here. Bam! Get done. This is really an amazing tool. Cool. And the edge is this stuff. So is this guy of a right height? Yeah, it is. Okay. Just want to be sure. So I'm going to work on this and switch this stuff up. And I will be back when I'm done. God, this wand is really amazing. Okay, guys. So we're mostly done here. I've made the main level of the building, plus a little utility level in between, and everything is roughly to the same proportions, heights, and styles as this building here, just with, you know, a little variation to spice things up and make things not look too cookie cutter and bland. So the next step will be to mark off the area for various things that we're going to want to put in here. Let's not use dirt. We'll use, the stone road block. Just because I think it's going to look good for the purpose. Okay, where's the chisel? Just make a bit more of it. I'm pretty sure it's in here. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. So we can plan out everything nicely before we start putting it down. So the biggest item here will be the molecular assembly chamber. So we'll throw that right in the middle here. And it will be 5 by 5 by 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and those are going to be rough dimensions of it, so it takes up a good proportion of the room for sure. Now, on the front of that, we'll probably put one crafting terminal, and then we'll have the drives and ME controllers on, let's say, this side here, because it's closest to the power, so it'll be easiest to place there to begin with. Now, one thing that we need to keep in mind is the way I've set this up, there isn't a utility level directly right above there, so some of the cables will be going through the ground as well, though I think I might make this a double wall. Yeah, that would actually work out quite well. Yeah, that would look nice. So maybe we'll just throw that stuff against the wall here to begin with, and we can always move it around a little later if we need to. So we'll have equal spacing again, so this here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So minus 2 is 5. That's one. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just put this stuff like this. So we'll have the ME controller drives and our first access terminal. Let's just not. Something like that, and just a little more space against the wall there. Cool. Now it's time to make these components, and that is going to take a little while. One thing I'd really like to do is get the sludge out of there But that will require an enderfurbic pump and a tank. And I believe the recipes for these things have kind of gone up a bit. Yeah, so this is going to take a bit to make. We don't have nearly enough ender pearls to do that either. So let's just work on the ME crafting at this point. So we're going to need an ME controller. First item, just getting an advanced processor. And then flux, crystals, iron ingots and stuff, which is easy enough to do. And besides that, we're going to need drives, which are basically just a bunch of basic processors, and then terminals. Oh. Okay. Which we're going to need basic processors to make the conversion matrix. So I'm going to get working on a bunch of these basic processors. Basically, all you do is you make a basic processor assembly, which requires a quartz cutting knife, gold, and silicone. Quartz cutting knife is easy enough to make. Just need some quartz, iron, and sticks. And the silicone, you need some sort of quartz dust in a smelter. So let's go check on the supplies of these items, and we could start moving everything we're going to need to make this into that building. So I suspect that we're going to be pretty low on one of the quartz, probably nether quartz, but we'll see in a second. So we have a good amount of Certus quartz and dust, and some nether quartz. It will probably be enough just to get started on what we intend to do. But we'll also take some redstone and some diamonds, because we'll need those. And I don't believe we need any glowstone, lapis, ink sacks, or any of this other stuff to make it. So we'll leave that. Let's take a bunch more redstone. Cool. And we're also going to need gold and then that quartz cutting knife. So I'm going to take some of this nether quartz and I'm going to grind it down. Maybe, let's say, so we're going to need one. Actually, I'm going to take half of it and grind it down. That should be good for now. That goes relatively fast too. First thing we want to do is get that silicone going. So we're also going to want to make 4K drives. And to make 4K drives, we're going to need 4 of those assembly, 4 the basic circuits, I mean. Okay, we'll grab the gold that we're going to need. And do I have any wood lying around here for an extra chest? Probably not. So let's make a bunch of chests to store this stuff in. Just temporarily before our ME system is up and running. We'll make 8, why not? Okay, and sleep with night. And in the morning we can get the basic components of this up and running. Okay, can't forget we're going to need a few sticks for the quartz cutting knife. Okay, whatever, I'll just go like this. Toss all this stuff back in here. I think we'll just need 2 sticks. Let's make just 1 quartz cutting knife at the moment. I gotta stop running everywhere. I have a lot of food now, but it still takes up a fair amount of hunger. Okay. And of that nether quartz, half of it, we're going to turn, actually half might be too much. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 for one 4K drive, 1, 2, 3, 4, second 4K drive, 4 of a silicone part of the component, and then we need 1 for the ME drive, and probably, let's do 4 more. Oh, so that was basically half of it. Okay, so let's provision redstone furnaces to get our silicone. And while we're waiting for that, we can make our quartz cutting knife. Just 1 piece of iron, okay. And yeah, we're probably gonna have to go and run and get some more nether quartz soon enough, but we'll let that wait for a bit. Okay. And let's make these assemblies that we need. So quartz cutting knife, diamond, redstone, and silicone, 1 advanced processor assembly, and then we're just going to make a bunch of the basic ones. Cool. I'm gonna, well, no, I'll do all my crafting in here for now. Okay, now we can cook up those chips. And here we go. Get our ME controller up. Okay, so we're also going to need flux crystals and iron ingots to make this thing. So let's throw down a chest just for the crafting items for this stuff right now. We'll just put it here temporarily on the floor. Okay, so flux crystals. We have redstone, Certus quartz, nether quartz. And we're gonna need 4 of those for this guy. So, quartz and nether quartz. And we'll need more of these probably soon enough, but let's not make too many at the moment just because we don't have a lot of excess of the nether quartz. Okay, some iron. Should just take a stack of iron. And there we go. And okay, the iron was on the outside. Awesome, and we have our ME controller. So let's throw that guy down first. And this we're going to have to supply with power soon enough. Nice. Okay, the next thing to make is an ME drive. And we're getting 2 of the basic processors. So 4 basic processors. Oh no, we only want to make 1. Because 2 basic processors, 2 glass, chest. We have a chest, and we have these guys. Let's grab some glass. I'm keeping it here right now. And we can get this made. Actually, I kind of feel maybe I should make 2 of them, but like I said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. Okay. There we go. We got our ME drive. Let's make a terminal so we can see what's in the system. Okay, and for that we're going to need ME cable and conversion matrix. So we'll start with a conversion matrix because it's the most work to make. Okay, so it's a processor, nether quartz, fluix dust, Sirius quartz, more fluix dust. Okay, so we're going to make a bunch of fluix dust because we're going to need that for the processor and a few other things as well. And that's redstone, Sirius quartz dust, and nether quartz dust. And there we go. And now we're out of the nether quartz dust. But that's okay. Okay, so conversion matrix. So nether quartz on the top, Sirius quartz on the bottom, fluix dust on the sides. Yeah, so like this. Iron. And conversion matrix. And we're going to want some ME cable, which, if I remember correctly, is just like this. Sweet. Let's make... I may just regretted making so much of that, but we'll see. Like that. This guy. And then just iron and glass. And awesome. So we have all the basic components that we need for our ME system. Now all we need to do is make some, not ME drives, but storage units. So the access terminal, go right there. And we'll put one drive there. And eventually I want to have, 2 drives like over here and 2 drives over here, and it'll be nicely balanced. It'll look okay. Now to make the storage segments, I think that's what it's called. So we'll make 2 of a 4K storage. Okay, so we're going to need 2 storage segments to make this. And each storage segment needs 3 of the storage cells. So we need to make 6 of these recipes. And that's fairly simple. Six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just take a look. Okay. And it was redstone in the corners. Cool. And now we combine those with a basic processor and glass in the middle. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Redstone, and we'll get storage segments. Oh, need one more piece of glass. Okay. And now it's just iron in the bottom, glass in the corners, and redstone filling in the rest. Oh no, glass. Yeah, glass in the corners. Okay. Cool. And we have our storage drives. So this will give us pretty limited storage capacity right now, but it's something. Cool. And now the last thing we have to do is power the system, and it will be up and running. But it is nighttime. Well, just about nighttime, and we might not have enough of the leadstone energy conduit. Let's check. Oh no, we have time. Okay, so I'll be right back during day. Okay guys, it's daytime, and we're ready to get this guy powered up. So we're going to want to power the ME controller. So let's just go underground and see what the best way is to hook up to power. It might actually be to go back that way, because we're definitely sending power over to that guy there. So let's see what happens when we start to dig down like that. Actually, that might be far enough down. Oh, perfect. We have power right there. So going to want to wind this guy up and just go up and above. Up to the ME controller, which is there. Oh, no, I'm starving to death again. And I think we're probably going to need to upgrade our power system as well, because we're not producing that much energy at the moment, and it's going to be barely enough to keep this ME system going. Just throw a torch down here, and now gotta get out of here. Actually, this way might be quicker. Go through the mine shaft quickly. Awesome. And we have power to our ME system. It's currently using 11 AE per tick, but let's put that in. Okay, it doesn't say RF, but RF and MJ are one-to-one conversion. So it's not using a lot of power. But a nice thing is it is fully powered up. And yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of our more valuable items, throw them in here, and save the really bulk items for putting still in chests. And the food I think I'm going to leave in the house and turn it into mostly a kitchen area and food processing. And this is where the main crafting is going to go. Okay, well, this is a good time to end this episode, I think. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.